Hi everyone, my name is Hiba, and I'm your Spirits and Communications Commissioner. And today on Student Central, I'm going to show you what a day in my life looks like as a life science research summer student. So I start off the day with an ice cold glass of water, and while I'm sipping on that, I like to make my coffee in the morning. I cannot function or do any work without having at least one cup of coffee. And fun fact, this coffee tastes exactly like a milkshake. It's from Winners if you are a coffee fanatic. And yeah. So once I have my cup of coffee, I begin my work. Unfortunately, I can't show you exactly what I'm working on as it is confidential information in terms of research. So here's our favorite lo-fi hip-hop girl. But I'd like to take this time to talk about my own research. So I work at a neuroimaging lab at Baycrest Research Hospital. My research focuses on looking at brain health throughout aging. So if you aren't familiar with neuroimaging, take for example when you go to the hospital and you get an MRI done, that MRI image that they take of your brain, there are so many things that you can do with it to assess so many different parts of your brain and so many characteristics of your brain. So what I'm looking at is how white matter changes throughout aging, and this gives us a better understanding of healthy aging as well as markers of diseases and disorders. So another thing I wanted to talk about is how do you even get interested or get into research in the first place? And I'll share with you some tips that worked for me. So I started off with creating a spreadsheet when I was looking for labs. I looked through many different hospitals, many different professors at different departments here at UofT, and I basically listed them and prioritize them to the professors that I wanted to work with most. And those professors or supervisors, I did research on them and I read a few articles of their work, a few of their published work. And that way I can gain some sort of familiarity with what they do and see if that matches what I want to do as well in my own research. Once I had that done and I was pretty confident with talking about their research with them, I then started catering my resume and cover letter for their lab or for the specific supervisor. And then the last step is to create a efficient email introducing yourself, why you're interested in their lab, and what kind of skills you can bring to their lab. Like basically, why would they want to hire you? And then of course you attach your resume, cover letter, and a transcript, your academic transcript, and then you send your emails. Pro tip, you send your emails Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday mornings, never on Mondays and Fridays. This is a piece of advice that Dana from the HMB department, thank you so much, gave to me, and it worked out well for me. Another tip I have, if you don't feel confident that you could be hired in a lab or you have the essential skills for any lab, is to take courses that you think will help you gain those skills. So for example, I took a course called JHA 410, Clinical Neuroimaging with Dr. Doxator, and honestly one of my favorite courses in undergrad. It taught me so much and I've gained so many skills in programs that I use today in my own lab and in my own research. Another course that I found useful if you're not interested in dry lab research is HMB 489, which is an advanced lab. It teaches you a lot of wet lab skills, ranging from protein quantification to immunohistochemistry and such. Next part of my day is had some training to do for orientation, and then after that I brushed my teeth because I don't like to brush my teeth and then have coffee, and then I did my morning skincare routine. Next, I had to step out a little bit to run some errands, and here are some clips of downtown Toronto, beautiful University Avenue. And then once I got back, I checked in on my work. Again, I was currently running some analyses, and I wanted to make sure that everything was running smoothly. After that, I went grocery shopping with my roommate. Shout out to Loblaws. And then once I got back, I checked on my work again. If you notice, this is a trend in research, at least for dry lab research or technical research. Once you're running analyses, you're not really working 9 to 5, but it's kind of like your project, and it's very similar to like a big assignment where you want everything to work well, so you check on it multiple times throughout the day, especially if your analyses are taking a bit longer. After working a little bit, I decided to make my lunch/dinner. It was a bit late, and here it is. I made some salmon on top of a salad and my milkshake. Then I came back to do more work and I finished off my day by going to my rooftop and doing an evening workout. For my workouts, I usually start off by skipping, doing 1,000 skips. If you are someone like me who hates running and hates all sorts of cardio, skipping is honestly one of the best things I was introduced to. And that's all from my end. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about life sciences or research, please message me. I'll leave my information in the description below.